Welcome, folks, to the Bluegrass Sports Network. My name is Bo Craycraft. I'm joined tonight by our student stream team lead, Carter Gilbert. Carter, it's good to have you back for a third time this year.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, and I think we're in for a good matchup tonight.
I do, too. Glad you could be here. Sorry for those of you that are maybe joining us online. Carter actually plays for Frankfort High School, but dealing with a little foot injury, and so we've taken full advantage of that, and hate that he's not getting to play. In fact, you guys just came out of quarantine today, right? Kinda?
Yeah. I'd say it's a tentative quarantine. You know, if you could get tested, you come back earlier.
But when are you guys trying to play? Maybe late this week?
I think Thursday is the day that we're playing. We play at Paris, I think. So that should be a really good game.
Well, we got about 2 minutes here. As you guys can see on screen, we're at Franklin County High School for a little boys varsity action. We got the Flyers of Franklin County facing off against the Eagles of North Bullitt. Franklin County coming in. You know, Carter is the tale of two seasons. We had them early against East Jessamine. Mm-hmm. They were really trying to find themselves coming out of a really kind of a late start because of the football and how much success they had. They were also missing a couple kids, Jaden Madison, Philip Pfeiffer. Started out the year 1-3, but since that point, they've won 4 out of 5. That includes a win over Western Hills, and only losses to Danville, who's a solid team down 127. So they really started to find their groove. Got Pfeiffer back, doing some work in the low post. Madison gives them a lot of athleticism, but then kids like Fred Ferrier, who haven't played basketball for 3 years, starting to find his feet as well.
And I say I'm going to speak for myself here, but I think I speak for a lot of people when Fred, I did not anticipate him to play as well as he is playing this season. And in some of their, in a way, the games I've watched, he's been one of their most consistent scorers, and he plays good defense and he hustles. So
he's very athletic. He's their second leading scorer, averaging 10.9 points a game, getting 6 rebounds. He's complemented on the perimeter by Zach Cox. And, Zach's the leading scorer, averaging just under 15 a game. And so on the other side, North Bullitt got in a slow start getting out of the gate here, 1-6 on the year. But have played some tough teams, Bullitt East, Bullitt Central. Those are district matchups.
Twice, I believe.
Yeah, Bullitt Central, always a tough team. District rival, and so some of those losses aren't a bad team. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to we don't really get a look at some of these Region 8, 7, 6, 7, 8 teams.
And I think that we're going to see how they can perform outside of their region tonight against a really good team from Region 11. And,
So I think we're getting ready to do some announcements, and so what we'll probably do is take a quick break. We'll come back after the national anthem, probably have the coin flip, and we'll see how we get going. Thanks for joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
All right, we just finished up that national anthem. Looks like we're getting ready to have some starting lineups. First up, number 5, senior Kevin Casey. Another senior, number 10, Ben Harmon. Another senior, Ryan Geary, number 13. Number 11, Brock Sneed. And the lone junior in the starting 5, Dalton Geary. I think that's what they pronounce.
He's their leading scorer, and his brother is his second leading scorer. So look for those two brothers to carry the scoring load for this North Bullitt team.
Eagles coached by Alex Young, coming out of District 23, Region 6. On the other side, it looks like we're going to have a little pregame hype music here for the Flyers, but just looking at who's on the bench, it looks like number 5, senior Fred Ferrier. We mentioned him in the pregame. He's going to start along with another senior, Philip Pfeiffer, number 34. Number 13, Nick Broyles, third senior. Leading scorer, junior, number 23, Zach Cox. There's Philip Pfeiffer. And number 11, Jaden Madison. So we got 10 starters here tonight. 7 of the 10 are seniors. The others are juniors, so a lot of experience on the floor tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, Tony Wise, he loves to use those players that will do the dirty work for him because he knows he has scoring from Zach Cox and Phillip. And he, like Broyles and Fred Ferrier and Jaden Madison, they get after it. They hustle, they rebound, they play defense. And that's what Tony Wise likes in his supporting cast along with his scores.
Just taking a quick glance on the floor, it looks like North Bullitt's going to be a little undersized, so we'll have to see how they – kind of looks like they're going to open up in a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone, so we'll see if they stick into that.
And we'll see how that works if Franklin County starts getting hot from 3, if they're going to change that up or not.
Well, interestingly, Zach Cox is their leading three-point shooter, but number 30, Max Mulder, who we'll probably see quick off the bench, he brings his game outside and has been their second leading three-point shooter. So they got some offensive power on the bench as well. I know he had a huge game, I think, against Western Hills in a big district matchup.
And I think that they went from a 1-2-2 now to a 1-3-1 trap. So really going to force those corner shooters to, well, shoot. And if they don't hit, then that's what North Bullitt wants to see.
Yeah. And a good defensive set there. They're going to call Broyles with a walk there. But as you mentioned, they changed that defense up pretty early and Franklin County still trying to figure that out. So first set here for Bullitt County. Casey bringing the ball across the court. Man-to-man for the Flyers. Expect them to get after it. This is Harmon. He plays it back to Casey. He's trying to get around the perimeter here. Drops it back to Sneed. This is Geary. Little elbow jumper is good. Nice little pull up there from the elbow.
It's like a high 1-3-1 off the bucket.
Good press offense there. Just good shot, didn't go down. This is Cox with a little floater in the lane. It's off. Madison fighting for the rebound, and ref officially going to say it was a back tap there. I think maybe from Geary. Poking that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Flyers.
And Jaden Madison doesn't score a lot, but that's what he's there on the floor to do, is get those extra possessions for Franklin County so that they can put the ball in the basket.
High energy guy. Good teammate. This is Cox. He thinks about it. Pulls up on the second thought. Missed, but there's Madison again. Almost got a third possession for his Flyers, but just his back tip there to himself was just carried him out of bounds. And so Eagles will get another look here, up 2-0.
I think on that last possession there for Zach Cox to hesitate, I think Coach Wise would just want him to pull the first one instead of let the defense just get a little bit closer to him for a better contest.
This is Casey. He gets in the lane, finds Pfeiffer, tries to lay it off. They keep possession, comes out to Harmon. or Sneed, apologize. That was Brock Sneed. His three-pointer is good. So 2 good sets there for the Eagles.
He's their second leading three-point shooter, I believe.
I think he's actually their top scorer, 18. Ryan Geary has 13, and he's also hitting them at about a 40% clip. So
shooting the ball well for their, I guess, quote-unquote big man on their team.
Good defense here. They're kind of sagging that zone a little bit. Ferrier from the corner. His three's just a little long. That's Broyles with the hustle. Tries to throw it into a teammate, but Harmon intercepts. This is Casey. Good secondary break. Results in Sneed, and his elbow jumper is just off.
And on the tape where you watch Franklin County, they really like to penetrate and then kick to, Zach, and then we'll see Max Mulder coming in a little bit. They like to penetrate and then get it to their bigs. It's Pfeiffer with the 2. But like Ferrier and Nick Broyles, and they will penetrate man-to-man, and that's why they're in a zone, I think, to start the game.
Franklin County did a nice job of finding the middle there with with Pfeiffer, and he finished. And Bullitt got 2 really good looks at the basket there. Couldn't knock them down. Pfeiffer with the rebound, and his outlet pass to Cox.
Smart foul there on the break.
Yeah, I think so too. Cox, if he gets past, I think that was Geary, he's in for a layup. And so the Flyers will try to attack this 2-3 zone. This is Broyles. Out to Cox. He takes it first time this time. Misses.
Good rebound.
That
He's
was
going to push here.
Geary. Decides better of it, finds Casey. Out to Sneed. Good ball movement here. And,
yeah, good call.
Got to put that ball down.
Yeah, I think he should have shot the first one in the corner. He was wide open. Pfeiffer sagging a little bit on him, but.
Well, I think he missed one the last possession. So, sometimes as a player,
Oh, it's definitely a mental game as much as it is physical.
Interesting here. They've really expanded this zone. Now they drop.
Pfeiffer's got inside position.
It's a good entry pass from Broyles. Good left-handed finish. That's definitely a spot where the Flyers have an advantage. Sneed, nice three. That's the second time kind of on that secondary break. He's trailed and gotten a good look.
They just lose him in the trail, exactly right, and he just gets a wide open 3.
Pfeiffer having a little layup drill here.
He's got all their points so far.
Yeah, 3 right at the bucket. All 3 off assists, too. So Sneed misses that one. Cox with the rebound. He's got Pfeiffer again, but he looks out wide here to Ferrier. Corner 3.
Looks good.
And there's
there
that man.
It is again.
There's that man, Jaden Matheson, getting an extra possession. Checking into the game is Max Mulder. He's a junior. We mentioned him on the opening there. He's got a really nice stroke. He's averaging 6.5 points a game. And Pfeiffer, although he has 6 points, I think he's still working into playing shape here.
Yeah, and I think he's also brought in Mulder to try and expand the zone a little bit. And maybe let Broyles and Ferrier have some room to drive.
This is Broyles. Gets to the lane. Good little back tip. His jumper is short. Rebounded by Sneed.
And they kind of lose a little bit of a rebounding presence without Pfeiffer in the game, but I'd say they definitely gain a little bit more of a shooting presence with Max in the game. So they have that versatility, which is good.
Took a little hop step there. Ran into Mulder and his length. Checking in for the Flyers is Dominique Taylor, number 20, just a sophomore.
Some face guarding action now from.
It's an interesting little three-quarter court press here. They're really not trapping much, just really trying to, I guess, slow it down a little bit.
Maybe get some unforced errors, easy possessions.
And there's an unforced error. Not really caused by the pressure, a little miscommunication there between Cox and Taylor. So we've already seen Franklin County sub twice. No subs for North Bullitt. Nice little turnaround.
I think he felt Farrier coming from behind him and was just like, let me see if I can get a foul here maybe or something.
That was Dalton Geary.
Ain't been a walk there.
Nice little drive by Cox, but his shot's out. Geary looks forward to his brother, gets to the right side of the lane, can't finish the layup. Picked up by Taylor. He's trying to push it, but good transition defense there from the Eagles.
And smart of that sophomore not to just push it right into defense. Just give it to your veteran junior who's played a lot and let him handle the ball up the floor.
This is Madison. Big swing to Taylor, back to Farrier. They do a little handoff. Franklin County does a lot of that little handoff right here on the good back cut. Farrier goes up. Geary went up with him, got his own rebound, takes a hit from Sneed and finishes, and so Farrier gets his first two, and we'll head to the line for an and one.
Checking into the game is Michael Dummett for Jaden Madison. And number 22. We don't have number 22.
We don't have a number 20.
For North Bullitt. Oh, never mind.
McCabe.
Yes.
Evan McCabe.
He's in the game now.
Farrier cuts the lead 10-9. Actually been a pretty good game so far.
It really
Only
has.
a couple turnovers. Good offense both ways. A couple walks on the Eagle side, and only I think one turnover or two for the Flyers. So far, quality game here. Almost through the first quarter.
Well, I think that veteran leadership.
As soon as I say something.
Yeah. Another walk there. But I think that the veteran leadership on both teams is, let's just move the ball around a little bit. We have no shot clock, so let's just move it as much as we need to get a good shot. There's no sense to force silly shots. So,
checking in for the Eagles was number 32, Wesley Klingler-Smith. I'm probably mispronouncing that name. He's averaging 6.2. This is Casey trying to isolate Dummett. His pass out wide here was.
He had a layup.
He did, but I think the length is, Dummett had some length on him. I think it was. They haven't looked to finish at the rim. All their points have come off jump shots.
See if they can continue that. So far, it's done them well, but they don't start hitting. If they don't keep hitting them, then they might fall behind here.
Yeah, they're gonna want to attack the rim some. Good pressure here though from Harmon.
Take him off the ball. Yep.
Good
drive.
take. That's twice Cox has gotten right to the hoop and just haven't been able to knock it down. Good looks though. Mulder back to him.
Shot.
Dummett with the rebound. His follow-up, I think, was blocked. This is Geary. Dalton. I thought Farrier's going to get called for that foul from a little back tip there.
Running right with him. That's that speed we saw from football season.
Now, I'm not sure folks are going to outrun him, right?
No.
Especially when they have to dribble.
I'm not sure most folks should outrun him, period.
I agree with that. Signed with the University of Alabama, Birmingham, so D1 football, so congratulations to him. We enjoyed getting to catch him on the football field, and it's been a treat to see him out here on the hardwood.
Good take.
He takes a
and
hit.
One.
Yeah, that is Wesley Klingler-Smith. I think the foul's on Dummett.
Basket by Wes Klingler-Smith. The foul is on number 14, Michael Dummett. That is his
first foul on Michael Dummett.
Number 3, Ty Howard in the game for Dalton Geary.
Another senior. This team has a ton of seniors. I've got them with 6 or 7 seniors, several juniors, so a lot of experience. The free throw is no good. I think his foot was on the line. You could hear, or at least that's what Coach Wise was yelling about.
Yes. Yes.
11.9 seconds left here. Let's see if Franklin County can get a good shot. They trail by 4.
Good tip there by McAbee. just being in that passing lane. He tried to drive it down the sideline so far, and maybe they need to switch it out, go back to the middle.
I think they've got the score wrong here. I think it's 12 here at the gym. I don't think that free throw counted, so we'll see. I only have them with 12. Cox is half
got
court.
It.
Looks good from here, but just short. And so that takes us to the break after 1. We'll take a break too. Flyers trail 13-9. We'll be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Joining you live from the Bluegrass Sports Network in the second quarter. North Bullitt is up on the Flyers by 3, 12-9.
We were trying to get a look at that and 1, but I think we were a little bit late for it. There it is. Oh, there it is.
It was a good drive by Klingel Smith.
Yeah, he went to his left, took a bump, got the finish. That finish there, and so.
And some highlights from scoring for Coach Wise. Pfeiffer Phillip has 6 of his team's 9 points. Been working that inside, and North Bullitt lacking in size. He really took advantage of that in the first quarter.
Good drive there. Nice follow. 21, Dalton Geary. That's his 6th point. And got a little pause in the action. I think something was on the floor, mouthpiece or something. So good offense there. Ryan Geary, he got to the hoop but couldn't finish, but his brother was trailing. Picked it up, put it in. So they extend their lead, and they did correct the scoreboard here, so it's 14-9.
Wide open for that layup.
Good offense there.
Good ball movement.
Fred Ferrier making that extra pass.
If his senior point guard a break. Number 22, Maccabee, is going to handle the ball now for the Eagles.
Good pressure there from Ferrier. He's always jumping those lanes.
Never seems to run out of energy is the one thing that I can draw from watching Fred Ferrier play basketball.
He's a talented athlete.
He's going to hound Maccabee. Good drive again.
Good weak side defense there from Mulder.
It's that length.
Franklin County, and they've gotten good minutes from Mulder, you know, just a junior. You can't coach that length, and he's got a really smooth jumper, too.
Kind of looking like his counterpart from last year, Joe Metter.
That was quarterback to wide receiver. Fred Ferrier with the finish, but what a nice rebound and early release from Nick Broyles. They've done that a few times.
Good drive by Maccabee.
Good back cut. It's Geary. Little up and under with a little spin with the finish. He's up to 8 points here.
Good steal.
Geary.
Back and forth here.
Yeah, the brothers playing a little two-man game. This is Brock Sneed, top of the key, in and out, rebounded by Geary. His little jump hook, no good. Rebounded by Broyles.
This is trouble here.
Ferrier, oh, he was in the lane and gonna finish, and the ball just kind of.
It's good extra effort there, though, by Klingelsmith just to get in that lane. Fred Ferrier just dribbled it off his foot, it looked like.
Yeah, he was trying to do a little kind of crossover step and.
Just kind of dribbled off his foot.
Looks like Casey checks back into the game for the Eagles, and Ferrier will start to defend him. This is Geary looking for Brock Sneed. That was not a very good pass.
No, it wasn't. And it was right into traffic. And Max has those long arms, so he just kind of reaches right around him with ease.
So turnover for the Eagles, and Broyles will set the offense.
Good pass.
Ferrier, good look. In and out. Second attempt, no good. Rebounded by Broyles. His attempt, no good. Casey comes out with it.
He's going to back it out here, yeah. 3v1.
He kind of hesitated, but this is Sneed. He likes that trail. And he's going to draw a foul on Broyles.
On the pass, not on the shot.
That's 3 team fouls on the Flyers.
Not really a lot of fouls. It's been a good, clean game.
I think I've only got maybe one on the Eagles. I know they got the and one with Ferrier. I can't remember if they've got called for another one or not.
Good back cut.
That's the second time
he's done that.
Harmon's just got to put that ball down before he takes over. Looks like off camera here.
Klingel-Smith going to the locker room.
Yeah, he's got a little limp to his step, so I don't know if that was an ankle or a foot, or we'll kind of keep an eye on that.
I didn't really see what happened. I mean, he came off the floor right after he, forced a turnover, so maybe it was right after that. We're not really sure.
Good rebound by Mulder on the weak side. Second attempt, no good. Ferrier picks up the loose ball, and Harmon knocks it out of bounds, so Flyers will retain possession. Have a little baseline inbounds play here. Pfeiffer checked back in the game, too. He got a good long rest.
This is probably the biggest, except for it's probably the biggest that we're going to see Franklin County.
Good look from Mulder. His three tapped out by Pfeiffer to Dominique Taylor. He's trapped by Casey and Geary, but finds Ferrier.
This is probably the longest we're going to see Franklin County on the
floor.
Really
good defense there from Bullitt, North Bullitt. They were scrambling.
That was Casey, the senior point guard, coming across weak side defense and getting that little poke.
Three from the corner, no good. This is Ferrier. One-man fast break. Takes a bump. Block.
Good call.
I don't think he was there either.
I don't think he was set yet. But a good try.
Yeah.
Although I'm not really sure that's the person I want to get run over by. But, it's a good try nonetheless.
Yeah, he's a little lucky Ferrier didn't finish that. First free throw up, no good.
And no rotation on that free throw. It's interesting. You see a lot of people try to get some backspin, but just kind of knuckleballed it a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see. Might be a little tired, too. That one looked a lot better. In and out, though. Zach Cox checked in there during the break.
And Sneed will shoot it.
Yeah, he likes that trail, and quite frankly, his first two out of his first three went down. So I don't think the Flyers want to let him get into a groove. Like we mentioned, he hits them at about a 40% clip. So
he's on pace right now.
He might be a little below average. So a really good hustle there from
just
Geary.
Unfortunate.
Ends up in the hands of Mr. Pfeiffer, and he's up to 8 points, all on really easy layups. Good passing from the Flyers. Back to a 1 point game. 4 minutes left here at Franklin County High School.
Attack him.
That was Sneed. Cox has got Dummett going down his right, but he keeps it.
Good contest there by Casey, not fouling. That's all you can do at that point.
Tough finish, but Cox has got a knack of getting inside that lane, right to that Flyer. That was Harmon. His layup a little too hard.
Almost had the trail steal there.
I think that was another example of Pfeiffer in the middle of the lane forcing them to change that shot.
Yes, him and Mulder both, they get a lot of length out of their bigs.
This is Madison to Broyles. North still in this zone. It looks like a 2-3 at times. It looks like a 3-2 at times. Good entry pass to Pfeiffer, and another finish at the rim.
Timeout Eagles.
Forces a timeout for the Eagles. So we got a 30-second timeout. We're just going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network. Welcome back. North Bullitt forced to take a timeout. They've led most of the game, but now find themselves trailing by 3. The height of Philip Pfeiffer is causing some problems, but honestly, Flyers doing a really good job on offense and making that extra pass.
Yeah, moving the ball quick, and it's causing problems for that zone. A lot of miscommunications on defense leading to easy layups.
Casey with a little drop-off. That was Ty Howard, rebounded by Pfeiffer. He finds Broyles, and Franklin County starting to exert themselves a little bit here. It's Madison, Cox, he thinks about it. Back out top here to Broyles. It's calling a play. Geary causing some problems on defense here, but Broyles tries to split it, leads to a turnover.
Dalton Geary on the break on the right side.
Pull up, good.
Good shot by the other Geary brother, Ryan.
His first bucket of the night. Cox with a little drop off to Mulder, but good defense there from Ty Howard. Or no, that was Casey.
And it's Brandon Atkinson into the game. It's his first action.
Yeah, he's checking into the game, number 10. He's a junior. Cox with a quick 3 from the corner, all the way in. Somehow came back out. This is Geary looking for 2 straight. Short, rebounded by Atkinson. He's got Madison up ahead.
Right to Howard.
Yeah, it just went through his hands, and so North Bullitt gets an extra possession here. This is Dalton Geary.
He should have shot the first one.
Yeah, he should have. He got bailed out there. Can't tell if that's going to be on Cox. I think it is.
Fouls on number 23, Zach Cox. That is his first.
I thought that was decent defense there.
It might have been on the body. His arms look, his hands look fine, but it might have been on the body afterwards.
So Dalton Geary, first free throw, a little long.
Looks like they're going to set up in a press off of, if he makes this free throw, they're going to set up in a press, it looks like.
His second one is long too, so both teams have struggled a little bit from the free throw line. Cox has got Atkinson. He goes up high off the backboard. Instant offense there for the Flyers. This is Sneed again with the trail. That's long. I could see it as soon as it left his hands. Atkinson with another rebound. Doing a little too much there and caused a turnover, but the Flyers get it back.
Good layup there by Zach Cox.
Zach Cox gets his second finish.
His 4th points of the night.
And another timeout from North Bullitt. I mean, it feels like when North Bullitt doesn't try to do anything too quick, when they get in a hurry, Franklin County wants to speed the game up. They're trying to apply pressure. You got, Atkinson, Cox, Ferrier. They want to speed the game up. When they've ran their offense, they've gotten good looks. Early in the game, they got those elbow jumpers. They've been able to create some open looks for Brock Sneed. So I feel like if they'll just maybe take a breath, they're going to get good shots.
And when they move the ball around that motion and they let the defense break down after a couple series of it, then they get open layups. So we'll see.
Well, playing in the 6th region, they're used to pressure, so I don't think they're going to wilt.
No. They
only down 5-2 here with 1 minute left.
They are in one of the toughest regions, especially with the addition of Evangel Christian, being one of the new teams to kind of get some players.
Yep.
That just made that region that much tougher.
That was foul on Casey. I think that's his second foul. And Brandon Atkinson has really come in and made a difference here. He's created a couple turnovers, got a layup. And I think Franklin County's played about 10 guys already.
And that's good because, they wouldn't have had that without Pfeiffer and Jaden Madison. So this gives that core starting group some extra rest on their legs for the end of the game.
Cox had a good look, but went baseline instead. He's trapped. Finds Atkinson on the top of the key here.
And on that break, number 4, Desmond
He'll
Reed
take
checked
it
into
this
the game.
time, and he will knock it down.
Not afraid to shoot it.
Quickly up to 7 points for Mr. Cox.
And he has the greenest light if I've ever seen one from his coach, Tony Wise.
And Atkinson again getting his hands in there. He's got Ferrier up ahead. Good catch.
Good block again by Dalton Geary. And he is not afraid to jump with Fred Ferrier. That's his second block.
I think Ferrier thought he maybe got hacked there, but
looked clean from up here.
It did. It looked like good defense. 8.7 seconds here. The Eagles really don't want to give up a bucket here. They'd go down 10 at the break. They've been in this game the whole way. Just these last 2 minutes of this quarter here. Pfeiffer going to pick up a foul. I think that's going to be on Dalton Geary, 21.
That size proving difficult again inside for the Eagles. And here comes Klingelsman back into the game. It seems like his ankle or whatever was bothering him is fine now.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good to see. Franklin County Coach Tony Wise wants to take
halfway out on the court to get that timeout for Coach Wise.
Yeah, he's got a 30-second timeout here and trying to set up a set play. While we got this break, folks, find us online, Bluegrass Sports Network. Find us at kybsn.com, kybsn.com. You also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All of our past live streams are available on our YouTube channel. We also have put together some highlights of games that we've done in the past. And so find us, like us, subscribe, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from. We appreciate you joining us. 2.0 seconds left here. First half, Franklin County up 26-18. I've had a good second quarter here. They were down by 1, I believe, or 2 at the end of the first.
What do you think we'll see right here out of this timeout?
You figure they're going to have somebody to try to create they got a couple open threes out of this from Cox, but I think they're going to do some kind of maybe double back pick here. Yeah, there it is, Ferrier.
Oh, wide open.
And he got the finish. Ferrier went up to the elbow to set a pick for Cox and then just kind of waited until the defense collapsed and cut to the basket. And so 28-18 here at Franklin County. We'll take a break, be back. I think we got homecoming court tonight, so we might highlight those young students. But we appreciate you watching us on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Please welcome Casey Chung.
Everything is a little bit different with COVID. And so tonight, Franklin County is actually highlighting their football homecoming court. You know, with COVID, they haven't been able to do a lot of the traditional ceremonies, and so they're going to crown a queen tonight.
Classy here from Franklin County.
This is a freshman representative.
She said she would like to attend the University of Miami upon graduation, where she will study marine biology. Casey is escorted by her father, Mr. Eric Chung.
This is freshman Casey Chung.
Who's your marine biologist, sounds like.
Said she wanted to go to the University of Miami, do marine biology.
Representing the sophomore class, please welcome Carly Micah.
This is Carly Michael, was that right?
Micah.
Micah.
Carly is a 15-year-old sophomore and is the daughter
representing the
of
sophomore class.
Carly is a member of the Future Farmers of America, the French Club, and the Beta Club. She is also a member of the Highland Christian Church, where she is active in the youth group activities, such as volunteering at the Soup Kitchen, the Housing Development Alliance, and the Lighthouse for Animals. Carly is undecided at this time on her area of study and choice of college. She is escorted by her father, Mr. Sneed Micah. Ladies and gentlemen, our softball representative, Miss Carly Micah.
Miss Carly Micah, the sophomore representative.
Now please welcome our representative from the junior class, Kennedy Yeagle.
Kennedy Yeagle, representing
Kennedy is a 16-year-old
junior class.
Kenny is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Flyer Cheer Team, the Beta Club,
And her dad, BJ, is active amongst
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Frankfort High for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and then he's an assistant coach for soccer over at Hills.
Western Hills, yeah.
called Cleaning for a Reason program. She is unsure of what college she will attend, but wants to study criminal justice or education.
Wants to study criminal justice. That's
Our junior class representative, Kennedy Yeagle.
That's awesome. Kennedy Yeagle, junior class representative.
Now introducing the first of four senior candidates.
So it's got 4 senior candidates.
2020 Frankfort County High School football homecoming queen. Please welcome Natalie DeFore.
Natalie DeFore.
Natalie is a 17-year-old senior, is the daughter of Chris Schindler and Joel DeFore. Natalie is the president of the Beta Club, the lead of the Young Democrats Club, co-treasurer of the senior class, the outreach coordinator for the drama club, the Y Club Civic Engagement Chair, co-captain of the varsity volleyball team, member of the environmental club.
I think we saw her on the volleyball court. I think she played volleyball for the Flyers, so we got to see her this fall.
The Chamber Choir and Advanced Ladies Ensemble. She's
got a long list of clubs and achievements.
Co-lead of the Frankfort Youth Climate Strike, volunteered at the Kentucky Hardwood Music Festival and Dance to the Forest, an intern for the Booker for Kentucky Civic Campaign, and was in the Bluegrass Theater Guild's To Kill a Mockingbird and stage manager for the Kentucky Shakespeare Camp's Hamlet. Natalie is committed to play volleyball at Oberlin College with plans of a double major in international relations and French with a minor in theater. She is escorted by her father, Joel DeFore. Ladies and gentlemen,
we definitely got to see Miss DeFore on the volleyball court. Said she had committed to Oberlin, so she's going to play at the next level.
Please welcome our second senior tonight, Peyton Sutton.
Next up is senior Peyton Sutton.
Peyton is an 18-year-old senior, is the daughter of Mike Sutton and Jill Parsons. Peyton was the treasurer of the junior class. She is currently co-president of the senior class, member of the Beta Club, member of the National Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Lady Flyer Varsity Softball, and the French Club. Peyton is a member of the Forks of Elkhorn Baptist Church. She is a volunteer for Operation Christmas Child. She has volunteered at the Special Olympics, and has participated in the Jesus Prom. Peyton plans to pursue a career as a physician's assistant at the University of Kentucky. She is escorted by her father, Mr. Mike Sutton. Ladies and gentlemen, our second senior, Peyton Sutton.
Second senior, Peyton Sutton. Again, folks, joining us, this is the football homecoming court. This is Anthony Tillman.
Anthony is a 4-year member of the Flyer cheerleading team, a 4-year member of the Lady Flyer track and field team, 2-year co-president of communications of the DECA organization, and is also a member of the Community Hands program. She is a youth fellowship member at the Lighthouse Baptist Church. Anthony is currently undecided about her major, but will probably major in communications and public relations with a minor in media and business administration. Anthony is escorted by her mother, Tasha Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, our third senior, Antonia Tillman.
Antia Tillman. I think we have one senior left.
Now introducing our fourth and final senior candidate to be year 2020 Franklin County High School football homecoming queen. Please welcome Dorsey Williams. Dorsey is a 17-year-old senior. Is the daughter of Will and Julie Williams. Dorsey is a member of the Lady Flyer swim team, the Lady Flyer
This was Dorsey
team,
Williams.
the Beta Club, and the Young Democrats Club. Dorsey plans to study architecture at the University of Kentucky or Western Kentucky University. Dorsey is escorted by her father, Mr. Will Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorsey Williams.
Dorsey Williams is our final senior here representing.
Now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, the principal of Franklin County High School, Mr. Charles Lewis, assisted by the co-president of the Franklin County High School senior class of 2021, Mr. Philip Pfeiffer, and fellow senior class officers Jaden Anderson, Clark Bourne, McKenna Deaton, Amelia Roney, and Nikki Durana-Pragada, assisted by our reigning 2019 Franklin County High School football homecoming queen, Miss Mackenzie Paul, will now crown our 2020 Franklin County High School football homecoming queen. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020
Drum roll, please.
High School football
Homecoming queen is Anthea Tillman. Congratulations to that young lady. She's going to get herself a crown. Principal of Frankfort County High School, Mr. Lewis, right?
I'm not real sure about that one.
Philip Pfeiffer out
Okay,
there.
Philip, co-president of the senior class.
Yep. So good look at her there. Congratulations to Miss Tillman. We got 3 minutes on the clock here, so let's take a quick break. We'll come back, a few halftime stats, and then we'll get the second half underway here at Franklin County High School.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Welcome back here, Franklin County High School. Got about a minute left before we get the second half started. Let's take a look at a few replays from the first half. Nice little turnaround. That was the Cleveland and one from the first quarter. Good back cut here from Geary, his brother, with the follow-up. Another good baseline drive, but a block by Max Mulder coming from the weak side, using that length. And then this was the quarterback to the wide receiver, quick outlet, barrier. Coach Eddie James knows a little bit of something about that. Nice little up and under. And off the save, Broyles with the no look. The Flyers with a 10 points. Ball from the inside the paint. And this is Cox on the break, out wide Atkinson, high off the backboard. Good finish there. Atkinson gave the Flyers good minutes. And Zach Cox did what he does, with outside jump shots. And then this was the last play of the half, little back kick from Ferrier. He rolls through the basket, and that took us to the break, where the Flyers lead by 10. Carter, what do you think the North Bullitt, what do you think Coach Young is telling his boys at halftime?
I think he's trying to say that we need to go back to what we were doing in the first quarter, which is just kind of slowing it down a little bit. We let the game kind of get a little bit out of hand there by forcing silly shots and turning the ball over. And, Franklin County, they're quick, they're fast, they get out on the break they have really quick people, and that's what they excel at. So I think he's just trying to say, look, we got to fix what we're doing and go back to what we were doing in the first quarter. And we're going to kick off the third quarter with Franklin County basketball. There's a little back screen. And a foul on number 11, Brock Sneed. I believe that's his second foul.
So quick foul there on the Eagles. Is that on Sneed?
Yes, it was. He's kind of their big presence down there, and they needed him to stay in the game. Gave them good offense early.
Madison got a good shot there,
Good
just
defense.
a little short. So good stop there from North Bullitt to get started here in the second half. Casey to Harmon to Sneed. Good little pick and roll there. Just good
Let him
hands
roll
for
too
Madison.
I also think Ryan Geary there let him a little bit too much.
Cox taking it to the hole. He picks up a foul.
Foul is on number 10, Ben Harmon. That is his first, team second. Zach Cox is in the line.
Ben Harmon picks up his first foul, and so Zach Cox will go to the line. He had 7 points in the first half. Franklin County was pretty balanced. Cox and Ferrier both had 7. Pfeiffer had 10.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, we had Dalton Geary with 8. Brock Sneed had an early 6 points, first couple possessions of the first period, but he went cold.
Hasn't hit one since. North Bullitt needs him to find that groove again.
I agree. They're going to need some outside jump shots. This is Harmon. Good drive, good finish.
Basket by Ben Harmon.
Took Ferrier off the drive.
And then finished over Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer, yeah. Not
Pfeiffer.
really what you would think about there for a drive, but good take nonetheless. You can hear the North Bullitt coaches encouraging their team to sit down and play defense. And what they don't need is silly fouls from their leading point scorers.
Yeah, that was Dalton Geary's second foul. Open 3 off the inbounds. That's twice that
They're going to let
Cox
them
has
keep shooting.
He's had great looks out of that inbound, and they've both gone in and out.
Intercepted there by Brock Sneed.
That is not something Broyles does much, throw interceptions.
Especially when it goes to Fred Ferrier. Good shot there by Brock Sneed. That's his third 3 of the night.
All three-pointers. He's got 3 3-point field goals, up to 9 points. But more importantly, he saw it go through the net.
Yeah, that is really important for being a basketball player. The game is almost as much mental as it is physical. Some people say it's even more mental.
Ooh. Farrier on the other end. Nice little backside lob pass. He finishes at the rim.
I thought that was clean there from Philip Pfeiffer, but the ref thought differently.
He got a lot of ball for sure, but maybe with the body.
Well, I, of course, am not the ref. That is why I'm here and not down there. So
Harmon got his first 2 a moment ago. Will step to the line. Knocks it down. 31-24. One of the things that's interesting, I don't know if folks can hear it online, but, you know, with less people in the gym, you can hear things.
Yes.
And so there's been several nights, like you can hear some fans doing the cacao, which is the Flyers' little, you know, motto or little Flyer sign. But it's so loud because it's just so quiet. We were at Western Hills earlier in the year, and somebody was screaming. Good extra rebound there from Farrier. He found Pfeiffer. And he's going to pick up 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter.
I'm not really sure what the foul was on. Maybe a hook after the play or something? I didn't really follow the play very well.
I think he was frustrated that he missed that layup. You know, he had a good opportunity at the rim and maybe stuck a hand in there. This is Sneed. Rebounded. That is you don't see that very often. He just outworked Farrier.
A little bit of lip to Fred Farrier afterwards.
He's up to 10 points. He's the first Eagle in double figures. And
that was a charge. I'm sorry.
I think he took a charge, but they did not call it. And instead, we're going to get a walk.
Maybe a makeup call there. Kind of blew the whistle for the ball was on the floor.
I think if Geary had gone down on the initial contact, but he kind of backstepped.
Hesitated, yeah.
Nonetheless, they have the ball, and they've cut this lead to 5. Quick shot from Geary.
That's off right, yes.
Could see that. We had a good angle on that.
And unfortunate pass there by Broyles.
That's 2 straight there. He's looking ahead, and he's got folks out in front. But
granted, he is known for throwing a football, not a basketball. So
that's true. Coach Wise is going to give him a quick break. Max Mulder checks in.
2 unforced errors there from him early in the third quarter. Maybe just going to let him sit down and get his head right.
The good thing about it is he was more frustrated with himself than Coach Wise was. So
good shot there from Ryan Geary.
Yeah, he missed that one on the last possession. That one he lined up. And, folks, we got a 2-point game, and Coach Wise is going to take a timeout so his Flyers can talk about it.
Quick run here from North Bullitt, exactly what they needed coming out of halftime.
Just going to be a quick 30 seconds. So you talked about it coming out of the break. Coach Young was telling his boys to take a breath. Feels like we haven't seen many turnovers. They've been getting good shots. Sneed hit an open 3. Geary just hit an open 3. A couple offensive rebounds.
And I think he told him, like, it's okay to foul him a little bit. Like, you be getting there and bang with them. Just don't foul too much.
You got to pick up the intensity, right? Well, they've cut a 10-point lead down to 2 in just under 4 minutes. So really good response out of the locker room from the Eagles.
And I think they're going to keep letting Franklin County shoot because Franklin County's not really hitting. I think the only 3
what do you think Coach Wise was
with
saying
1
there, though? He's saying, I think I know what he's
saying. What are you doing?
Get the ball to who?
Pfeiffer, yes. Give
Absolutely.
it to Phillip.
You got an advantage. I would like to see him take more of that.
There's a pick and roll there. Trying to get him open.
This is Mulder. Good pressure from North Bullitt. Cox to the elbow.
They are helping off the drive. They will let people shoot.
Mulder pulled up. That's Harmon. Good defense from the Eagles. He's going to force it, and like you said, he should have backed that out. Got a little bit too – and that's another example of them kind of just playing a little too fast. I don't think that's their style of play.
It's a senior guard there, too. Coach is a little frustrated with him. It's a tight game right now. They need every little possession they can get. And that's interesting. They're doubling Fred Ferrier on the inbound instead of Zach Cox, and he's going to get right to the rim. Nice dump off.
Pfeiffer up to 12 points. Again, every single one of them in the lane. That was Geary. He kind of lost his footing as he was going to the lane and tripped. Cox finds Mulder. Extra pass. Good extra pass again from Ferrier.
It's a great help defense, though, by the Eagles. And there's that size advantage. There's not really a whole lot you can do. Looked like he hadn't boxed out. Just like Philip Pfeiffer just got the angle on him.
So back to a 6-point lead. Sneed from the top of the key, short. Rebounded by Cox. He takes a slap across the forehead.
A little late there as well.
It wasn't intentional, but Harmon is going to pick up his second foul.
And here comes Brandon Atkinson back into the game.
He gave him great minutes in that second period. And he's going to give Zach Cox a break.
Can give Zach Cox a break. And North Bullitt, I think, likes those little traps off the dribble drive.
They definitely like it, and Casey likes to kind of jump those little dribbles. And this is Ferrier. Long, tapped out to Casey.
Smart, yes.
Yeah, he pulls it out.
Senior point guard there.
Need to get a good shot here. Just get a good shot.
Flyers have responded here with a 4-0 run, I believe.
All by Philip Pfeiffer.
And I think that was 2 turnovers, though, that led to those layups off of unforced errors, really.
Another turnover. This is Atkinson. He's got Mulder ahead. Oh, that was a great defensive play from Casey. He came from behind and stripped it. And
Max Mulder was going to dunk that basketball.
You think so?
Yes. It did look like that. Good tip, though, from Casey.
He was going to get a layup nonetheless. So huge defensive play here. Let's see if they can cut this to 4 or less. And that would be a huge turnaround, 4 or 5 point turnaround here potentially. And they're going to get called. I'm not sure if it was Sneed. Yep, they're going to call Sneed for a illegal block or illegal screen.
Illegal screen, I believe.
Third foul on
screen. He's got to be careful.
They really can't afford to lose him because he's really the only Eagle of size that outside of Ty Howard who's played tonight. Good catch.
Oh.
I think he got him on the arm. That was 21, Dalton Geary.
That's his third as well, isn't it?
I believe so.
That is not what the coach for the Eagles wanted to hear.
Yeah, that's 2 of their key players with 3 fouls. Meanwhile, Dummett misses the front end. Or
the 2 seniors as well.
Have 2 shots. Wes Klingland-Smith jumps in, gives Brock Sneed a break. Dummett's second is good. His third point of the night. 1:53 remaining. Flyers back out to a 7-point lead. Good hands from Atkinson. He
foul coming as well here.
Swipes it, finishes. I got to say, Atkinson's been a difference maker tonight.
Yeah, he's played well in the minutes he's been in. Good take by Harmon.
And that's off of Harmon. Foul or a block from behind by Mulder. Kind of similar to what happened to him on that layup. And so timeout on the floor for North Bullitt. Going to be a full timeout. So we will take a break. Be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell. CTMCPA.com.
Well, the Eagles of North Bullitt had cut it to 2. Coach Wise took a timeout. Out of that timeout, the defensive pressure from the Flyers has cranked up. And let's take a look at a couple replays here. First, huge difference maker tonight. You see him with the steal there. Took a little bit of under pressure with Ben. And then on the opposite end, Ben Harmon trying to get to the basket, but Junior couple defensive stops, converted on the other end, and the Flyers have extended that lead back out to 9.
And what you didn't see is the turnovers by North Bullitt, and it's just some unforced things and that have led to easy layups because the speed of Franklin County, you just can't really match that on the break.
Madison finds Ferrier, back to Madison. He's looking for Mulder, a little bit behind him, and going to be a turnover, I believe. This is Geary. He takes a couple bumps.
Number 14, Michael Dummett.
Foul's going to be called on number 14, Michael Dummett, his second, but only the team's 3rd foul. Ball's played into Casey, and he got around Atkinson. He tried to little reach around back tap, but they got him for a foul.
Nothing else, it was close. He looked relatively clean from back here, but tough to tell.
We didn't have the best angle. But Atkinson's made a difference. And on the inbound play, good little back cut there by Harmon. He had Mulder on his back of his hip, and he just kind of stopped in Mulder's momentum.
Go up.
All of a sudden, Franklin County has picked up 3 fouls in about 7 game seconds. This is Klingler Smith. Good finish.
Layup. And Klingler Smith might not be the tallest, but he is kind of stocky for.
He's strong. You can tell he's strong too.
He's gonna get in there and kind of mess with some of the smaller, maybe skinnier guys of Franklin County. Smith on the dribble drive. Kick to Klingel-Smith. Good drive. Maybe a block there by Michael Dummett.
Couldn't finish at the hoop.
He was blocked, though, by Michael Dummett on that backside.
I think they're going to get Atkinson. A little frustration foul there. As well as he's played, the last 2 possessions haven't been his strongest. Yeah. And he's disappointed in himself. That was a frustration foul there.
He dribbled off of his heel.
This is Geary. And they're going to call him for a walk. He was trying to lean into Ferrier there and lost his footing. I think he might have hit his head too, so he can. Looks like he's going to jump up. I think Coach Young's going
to come into the game here.
Yeah, sub him out there for a second.
He built a bit of frustration there from the older Geary brother as well. Just not really getting what he wanted there on that drive.
Little handoff to Ferrier. Off to Madison, another little handoff with Mulder. They really like this little handoff with a high pick.
Worked well for him so far.
Ferrier gets to the hole, picks up a foul, cannot finish. It's a couple times I thought he was going to get the and one.
That was on number 22, Evan McCabe. That is his first team 7.
Honestly, he jumped. His hands were up, but that rule of verticality is not still in high school basketball. And you can't jump straight up. You just have to stand there straight up, not like college or the NBA. So,
yeah. Ferrier misses the front end of this 2-shot foul. Checking in for the Eagles, Brock Sneed. Misses another one, and that's a little unfortunate because, honestly, I thought Dummett was in his back a little bit.
He had that good box out on him. It's just
he took a little bump and couldn't quite handle the rebound, and a little unfortunate. Ty Howard checking in.
Ty Howard replaces Dalton Geary.
He replaces Dalton Geary. Flyers 4.4 seconds, 2 seconds. Atkinson looks up, floating, three-pointer, and he buries it. Let's see if we can get a replay of that real quick. He took a look up and realized, oh, I'm running out of time, so he took a running little three-pointer, and he buries it. And that takes us to the end of the third quarter, 41-31. Flyers back out to 10. We'll take a quick break, be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network. Welcome back through 3 quarters here at Franklin County. 10-point game at halftime. That third quarter was wild. The Eagles cut it to 2, had the ball, I think. Defensive pressure from the Flyers created a couple turnovers. They extended it back out 6-7, and then as we saw right at the end of the break, the difference maker tonight, second quarter, he had a big second quarter, big third quarter. Brandon Atkinson up to 7 points, but caused a lot of pressure on defense, created some extra opportunities.
Just frustrating the ball handlers
he's
for
definitely
North Bullitt.
He's up to 7 and picking up a little bit. You know, Zach Cox averaging 15 points a game. He's having a little bit of an off night, but Atkinson's picking it up for the Flyers. So opening possession for the Eagles, they pick up a foul. That was Cleveland Smith trying to go baseline.
They're going to have a 1-and-1 situation now for both teams. Any foul from the rest of the way is going to be a 1-and-1.
That was a third foul on Dummett. And the Eagles really need to try to knock down these free throws with the clock stopped. 3 points here. And Cleveland Smith, I know I'm mispronouncing that young man's name, so I apologize if his family's watching. But he knocks down the first of the front end of the bonus. So he'll get a second. Looking for his 6-point. A little long, but there's
Good
Dalton
rebound.
Geary with the rebound, and that's a great way to start the fourth quarter, 3-point play.
With very little time coming off that clock.
Now they're into this 3-quarter press, trying to speed the game up a little bit.
This might be the biggest that we've seen North Bullitt all night, trying to bring a little bit of size now onto the floor.
Yeah, they brought Howard on, and they've got McCabe, too. He's got some length on the perimeter. This is Mulder.
Surprised he didn't shoot that. He kind of had Brock Sneed on that backside. Brock didn't really have his hands up.
Got a touch there. Dalton Geary, he's claiming that Madison got a touch, but I don't think he did.
Listen, if you're down like this, you try to get whatever you can, and you can't really blame him for that, honestly.
Checking in for the Flyers, his leading scorer tonight, Philip Pfeiffer, 14 points.
Tony Wise answering with a little bit of size of his own. Bringing Pfeiffer back onto the court.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Got that arm extended. Didn't really push too much.
I don't know if he pushed all that much. Might have been a little bit of an exaggeration there from Geary, but
he
like
did
I
move
said,
his feet. He did move his feet. He did get in front. And now
good
he's
call.
going to pick up a foul. And again, this is going to put him at the line. 1-and-1. If he can knock these down, they've cut the lead in half in 54 seconds.
Dalton Geary is at the line for 1 and a bonus.
That's the third foul on Atkinson.
And Gary's missed a couple free throws already tonight. Let's see if he can hit. Oh,
He's long. So front end. That's tough right there. You'd hate to give away those free points.
nobody came up for that trap. Gary was motioning for it.
They're really trying to keep that ball from making its way into Pfeiffer. You can see whoever in the zone is around him is really dropping. They're kind of cheating that way.
Some good defense here from the Eagles. Really harassing.
It's a good
Franklin
pass
County.
from Ferrier.
The problem is
Everything's on the perimeter right now. They haven't been able to break that zone.
Franklin County doesn't have really shooters on the court right now.
Good drive from Madison. He misses. Rebounded by Sneed. Looking ahead for Geary, but good defense from Atkinson again.
Turned it over.
He deflected it,
These
and
impact
Ferrier
plays.
was able to pick it up. They
That's what they're
finally,
looking for.
yeah. Good pass from Ferrier.
If he gets you on that drop step, not a whole lot you can do aside from foul him, and that's not what the Eagles want to do right now. He's going to the rim.
Good little step through and finish from Dalton Geary. He's up to 14. Only player in double figures currently for the Eagles. Sneed still at 9 points. For the Flyers, 16 from Pfeiffer. He's the only one in double figures as well. So
Good hot.
almost stolen
good tip
there. Back out to Atkinson. We're under 5.5 here. Franklin County nursing a 6-point lead. They find Pfeiffer. Ball little unlucky from the Eagles there. The ball kind of just
Ball gets
bounced
not loose right to Ferrier.
He is now up to 11 points.
Oh,
Is that on
offensive foul.
Geary? He's up to 4 fouls.
Brandon Atkinson coming out of the game. Zach Cox in.
You can see off screen there, Tony Wise went over and gave Mr. Atkinson a big high five. I think he's pleased with the minutes he got from the junior.
Oh, wow.
He really should have taken that jump shot, but he takes a step in and finishes the floater.
Wants to see that ball go in the net maybe before he shoots another three.
He's up to 9, and that
Good drive
lead
here by
back up to
McCabe.
11.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that
That's
one.
twice Mulder's gotten called on.
The foul is on number 30, Max Mulder. That is his second, team 10th.
He is real long. Very long.
So McCabe, junior, averaging just under 4 a game. He gets 2, but he misses the front end.
And I must say, we haven't seen Broyles since those 2 turnovers in the third quarter.
You're right, we haven't, but I think it's less about the turnovers and more about how well folks like Atkinson has played.
Jaden Madison,
Jaden
hustling.
Madison. And he's kind of went a little bit bigger. You know, he's
Yeah, kept Mulder and Ferrier and Pfeiffer all in the game at the same time, trying to exploit the size advantage that they have.
McCabe knocks down the second, so it's his first point of the night.
Well, and we know from football season, Ferrier is more of the back end of the pass more than the front end. So
Yeah, a little bit behind Phillip there. So turnover.
and they've switched Ferrier onto Dalton Geary because we know how athletic Fred is, and maybe he's going to try and disrupt that a little bit. As
Good call right there, Coach Gilbert. And I
Good
think he
strip
got
again.
fouled there. So does Coach Wise. He's really upset. I think he felt like they got Ferrier across the arm.
well, and we know Coach Wise is going to let the refs know how he feels, as he should.
Well, that's a coach's job, right? Inbounds to Mulder. He's got Cox behind. He pulls up for the 3. Long. Bouncing around. Ends up with Madison. Back out to Cox. Swings it to Mulder. Back to Cox. And I think now they're going
pressure
to
the
work some
ball.
Clark here. Work some Clark. This is Ferrier. Little handoff to Madison. Tough spot, but he works his way out of
he
it.
had a layup. I don't know if he knew that, but
Phillip.
good pass.
He likes to finish with that left hand.
Baseball pass down Gary to Gary. Good pass from his brother there. Getting the ball out quick.
You got Mulder in the corner here. Deflected by Sneed. Good little crossover by Cox, gets in the lane, little scoop layup. Mr. Cox is up to 11 points, so third player for the Flyers to hit double figures.
Good steal.
That was Casey. But
good contest by Ferrier.
Ferrier, yeah, and I think he impacted that layup for sure. On the other end, Madison.
It's his first two, I believe.
Yep, first two of the game, and Harmon in the corner. This game's getting loose. Harmon knocks down a three for his 6-point, but we're under 3 minutes here. They're going to need a lot of stops here.
Oh, Philip Pfeiffer was wide open under the basket.
Cox will take the three, in and out.
It has not been his day today.
He's had 3 or 4 that have been just like that on other nights they're going to go in. This is Geary with the pull-up, short. And that's been kind of the story of their night.
It looked good from our angle, honestly.
I mean, Sneed has had 3 or 4 good looks that have just been short. That was a couple from Geary there that have been short.
Number 11, Brock Sneed, that is his 4th, team 9th.
They couldn't really keep up with the scoring of Franklin County. Brock Sneed had those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, and then he hit one, I believe, in the third quarter. But he's been pretty inconsistent other than that. And, when North Bullitt really needed some extra scoring output, they didn't really get it, and that's kind of been, unfortunately, the story of tonight.
They cut it to 2. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and thought they were they had momentum and a couple turnovers, and we talked about big plays from Atkinson. So 2:15 left here. Coach Waz takes a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take one, too, and be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Welcome back. Just checking scores here on the Twitter world. It looks like Great Crossings girls basketball got a District 41 win tonight over Frankfort High School, 61-51. I think that makes the Warhawks 2-1 in the district.
Franklin County.
Franklin County, of course. I don't think they've played yet. I think they did play, because the boys team won by 5 and the girls team lost to Franklin County. Yeah. So Frankfort High, led by
Jemiah Chenault.
Jemiah Chenault. I saw on Twitter that she scored her 1,000th point last week.
And at practice today, Coach O'Brien told us that Mr. Twombly is 100 points away from his 1,000th point. So a couple of junior stars
from Frankfort High. Yeah, Mr. Twombly, of course, talented young man. We haven't got to see Frankfort High yet. They're doing gym renovations down on Ewing Street. We had Superintendent Houston Barber join us for a football game in the fall, and he was talking about big project. Gym's never been renovated, so excited for the Panthers. But this year they're not having any home games. They're borrowing the Frankfort Christian Academy.
Just for their district, quote-unquote, home games.
Out of the break there, we missed a little layup from Brock Sneed for his 11th point. On the other end, Philip Pfeiffer got fouled on a follow-up, hit 1 out of 2. So he's up to 19 points, game high.
2-3 zone here for the Flyers.
Yeah, changing it up. And they create a turnover. Tell you what, man, that young man he's got a good feel for the game. Reads passing lanes well.
Well, and his length and athleticism definitely help out with that.
Ben Harmon, number 10, with his 4th foul for the Eagles.
Fred Ferrier is at the line for 2 free throws.
Ferrier will go to the line. He's got 11. Young man was crowned basketball homecoming king, I think, 2 weeks ago. He and another talented basketball player from Coach Stacker's crew, Brooklyn Miles. 2 Division I athletes there from the Franklin County.
In their respective sports.
Yeah. Brooklyn heading to University of Tennessee.
And Fred heading down to Alabama.
UAB, yeah. UAB University.
Play some football.
Looks like our friends we want to play. Mr. Hecker is over at Western Hills where they're hosting Bluegrass United. After one, Western Hills up 17-13. Western Hills got a huge win over Danville last night.
Yes, they did.
Danville's a talented team. They beat these Franklin County Flyers and Frankfort High. You know, the Franklin County or Western Hills team has a good senior class. I don't know that that's purely legal, what we just saw there. I'm not sure Philip Pfeiffer walked, but I think
Zach Cox might have.
Might have, yeah. I think that was a makeup call there. Oh. We will be at Western Hills on Thursday night. The boys Wolverines are going to host Shelby County. We've gotten to see Shelby County a couple of times. We saw them on Saturday. They played Pineville here in the Gary Moore Classic. Got a talented young man named Timothy Fuller, a couple good seniors as well. So we'll have, I think, just a boys game on Thursday. I think girls are in quarantine I'm not sure if it's Hills or Shelby County. But
it might be Hills because we know that they've been riddled with the COVID protocols.
They and your all's boys teams have really just
can't get out of it.
Have a really hard time finding a groove. Mulder hits the first free throw. Misses the second one. It's Gary finding his brother. Long three is short. McCabe's going to be called for an over-the-back on Zach Cox. So as we mentioned, you can find us online at kybsn.com. That's our website. You can find us at kybsn.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter. Keep an eye on our page. We'll share a link on Thursday morning where we plan to show that Western Hills game. See if they can handle a talented Rockets crew. And if they win tonight, they'll be 6-5. Big win over Danville. This Franklin County team looks like they're going to go to 6-4, 5 out of their last 6. They are a different team than they were when we saw them early in the year.
They were, and that's that addition of Pfeiffer and Madison. Maybe, I mean, even some fresher legs coming off that bench. Maybe not having to go as deep as Coach Waz would have wanted to. Now he can do that. So
deep three from Sneed is short. He's going to take another one. It looks like no, he's going to pass it off to Gary. This is McCabe for a three. Long, rebounded by Casey. 30 seconds here.
They're still fighting, man.
They are. Sneed again. Just hasn't been their night, you know. Ferrier stepping in.
Ferrier again. And I wish that we kept plus and minus stats because his, along with Atkinson's,
and they're going to dribble this out. 6 seconds here. Franklin County going to go to 6-4. The Eagles in North Bullitt, I think, you know, just going to fall short. They were there. just weren't able to hit those shots when they had a chance to really cut into the lead. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, maybe catch a few quick highlights and talk about a few final stats.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
All right, welcome back, folks. Just finished up here at Franklin County High School. Flyers go to 6-4 on the year with a 58-44 lead. We'll recap a few highlights, and then we will leave you with some highlights. Carter, Flyers, kind of two stories of the game. First, Philip Pfeiffer, huge game, 19 points by my count. Early in the game, really kept the Flyers in it, down low. In the second quarter, second story of the game, Brandon Atkinson, huge. Went from about a 2 or 3 point game to a 10-point game there in the second half of the second quarter. He came out in the third quarter, continued that positive play.
Gave Coach Wise those good minutes that he wants to see.
And then, Fred Ferrer, he 11 points. I bet he had 6 or 7 rebounds, several steals, just continues to find his basketball feet. And then Zach Cox, I said he had an off night, still ends up with 13 points.
Didn't really shoot the ball well, but he didn't have to.
On the other end, Dalton Geary, 14 points. Brock Sneed, 11. Ben Harmon, 6. And Wesley Klingland-Smith with 5. Folks, we'll be back Thursday night with boys basketball action between the Western Hills Wolverines and the Shelby County Rockets. And then Saturday, we're planning to try to cover a girl-boy doubleheader at TFCA, newest member of the District 41 crew, as they face Highland Latin. So keep an eye on our website. With that, my name's Bo Craycraft. Good to have you with me, Carter Gilbert.
That's a pleasure.
Big job producing tonight. Senior Frankfort High student Ethan Steigers, appreciate him. And on camera one was another student, Colby Craycraft. We're going to leave you with a handful of replays. Folks, we'll see you on our next stream. Thanks for watching the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Basketball, Dalton. Basket. One. Zach Cox. Three-point basket by